My name is Cleo. I am not just a name, but a force against the darkness that engulfs our world. I walk a path few dare to tread, a path that is fraught with peril and uncertainty, a path shrouded in secrecy and danger, where every step could be my last. I work to expose the truth, to tear down a system built on lies and deceit. My mission is to unveil the hidden, to bring light to the darkest corners. They call themselves an agency. They are anything but. They are a clandestine organization operating in the shadows, manipulating the world for their gain. They are the puppet masters, pulling strings in a deadly game. A game where the stakes are human lives and the prize is absolute control. Lives are their pawns, nations their chessboard. They move pieces with cold calculation, indifferent to the suffering they cause. I swore an oath, a silent vow to fight for justice, to stand against the tide of corruption and bring hope to the hopeless, to expose the agency for what it truly is, a corrupt force operating outside the law. They claim to protect. They do the opposite. They are the architects of chaos. They create chaos, fund terror, and thrive on the suffering of innocents. Their actions leave a trail of destruction and despair, all to maintain their grip on power. They will stop at nothing to ensure their dominance, crushing any who stand in their way. I work in the shadows, a ghost within a machine. My existence is a whisper, my actions a ripple in the vast ocean of their deceit. My partner Sin is the only one I can trust. Together we are a formidable force, bound by a shared purpose and unyielding resolve. We are a thorn in the agency's side, a constant reminder that their secrets are not safe. Our presence is a beacon of resistance. We risk everything to bring their crimes to light. Every mission is a gamble, every success a step closer to justice. Our missions are dangerous, our lives constantly on the line. The clock is always ticking and the stakes are always high. But we will not be silenced. Our voices will rise above the din, our actions will speak louder than their lies. The world deserves to know the truth, and we will stop at nothing to ensure that the truth is revealed, no matter the cost. The agency operates with impunity. They have no name, no face, no official existence. They are a phantom, a whisper in the corridors of power. Their reach is vast, their resources limitless. Governments tremble at their feet. They operate above the law, accountable to no one. Their methods are brutal, their tactics ruthless. They engineer wars, topple regimes, and eliminate anyone who dares to defy them. They are the architects of chaos, the engineers of suffering. Their agents are everywhere, their eyes always watching. They believe themselves untouchable above scrutiny. They are wrong. We are watching. We will expose them. Edward Snowden, a name etched in history, forever linked with the fight for privacy and transparency. A man who dared to defy the odds, challenging the most powerful institutions. He was a loyal soldier, an agent who believed in the system, dedicated to his duty. Until he saw the truth, a truth that shattered his faith in the very system he served. The agency was not protecting, it was controlling, manipulating information for its own ends, spying on its own citizens, violating their privacy on a massive scale, with no regard for personal freedoms. Snowden knew he had to act, to expose the truth to the world. He downloaded classified documents, evidence of the agency's crimes. He knew the risks, he knew the consequences, but he also knew the truth had to be told no matter the personal cost. He became a fugitive, hunted by the very people he once served, living in constant fear of capture. His actions sparked a global debate, forcing the world to confront the uncomfortable reality of government surveillance and igniting a movement for greater transparency and accountability. The agency thrives on technology. They exploit every advancement, every innovation to tighten their grip on power. Surveillance is their weapon, information their currency. They can access any device, any network, anytime. Privacy is an illusion, a luxury they have stripped away. They use facial recognition software to track individuals, monitoring their every move. They intercept communications, reading emails and listening to phone calls. They have infiltrated social media, manipulating algorithms to shape public opinion. Their reach is pervasive, their methods insidious. They operate in the shadows, their actions hidden from public view. But we see them. Section 5. Whispers in the dark. The agency's influence extends far beyond government. They have infiltrated the media, silencing dissenting voices and controlling the narrative. They use propaganda and disinformation to manipulate public opinion, shaping the world in their image. They fund research into advanced technologies, seeking to develop even more powerful tools of control. They are engaged in a relentless pursuit of power, determined to eliminate any threat to their dominance. Their methods are subtle, their influence insidious. They operate in the shadows, their actions often invisible to the naked eye, but we see them. Section 6. The price of silence. The agency relies on our silence. They depend on our apathy, our willingness to turn a blind eye to their crimes. They want us to believe that we are safe, that our freedoms are secure. They lie. Every day, innocent people are caught in the crossfire of their machinations. Lives are ruined, families torn apart. The human cost of their actions is immeasurable. Yet they remain unaccountable. We cannot afford to remain silent. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. We must speak out against their tyranny, expose their crimes, and hold them accountable for their actions. Section 7. The quantum threat. The agency is at the forefront of a new technological arms race. They are developing quantum computers, machines capable of breaking the most sophisticated encryption. This technology has the potential to render all our digital communications vulnerable to their prying eyes. They seek to create a world where privacy is extinct, where every thought, every action is monitored and controlled. They believe that with enough data, they can predict and manipulate human behavior on a global scale. This is the future they are building, a dystopian nightmare where freedom is nothing more than a distant memory. We must not let them succeed. Section 8. No safe haven. The agency's reach is global. They operate across borders, above the law. No one is beyond their grasp. They target journalists, activists, anyone who dares to challenge their authority. They use intimidation, surveillance, and even violence to silence dissent. They have created a climate of fear, where people are afraid to speak out against injustice. They want us to believe that resistance is futile. But we will not be cowed. We will continue to fight for truth, for justice, for a world free from their tyranny. Section 9. A call to action. The time for complacency is over. The agency's crimes cannot remain hidden any longer. We must shine a light on their activities, expose their secrets to the world. We must demand accountability, transparency, and an end to their reign of terror. We must educate ourselves and others about the dangers of unchecked surveillance, the erosion of privacy, and the importance of digital security. We must support organizations fighting for our digital rights, for a free and open internet. Our silence empowers them. Our apathy emboldens them. It is time to raise our voices, to demand justice for their victims, and to reclaim our freedom. Section 10. Reclaiming our freedom. The fight against the agency is a fight for the soul of humanity. It is a battle that transcends borders, cultures, and generations. It is a fight for our right to privacy, our right to free speech, our right to live in a free and open society. These are not just abstract concepts. They are the very essence of what it means to be human. We cannot afford to lose this fight. The stakes are too high and the consequences of failure are too dire. We must stand together, united in our opposition to their tyranny. Our strength lies in our unity, in our collective resolve to protect our freedoms. We must resist their attempts to control our lives, to monitor our every move, to silence our voices. Every act of surveillance is an act of aggression against our personal liberties. We must reclaim our freedom, one act of defiance at a time. Each small act of resistance contributes to a larger movement, a wave of change that cannot be stopped. The future is not yet written. It is a blank canvas, waiting for us to shape it with our actions and our courage. The outcome of this struggle is still uncertain. The path we choose will determine the kind of world we leave for future generations. But one thing is clear: we will not go down without a fight. Our determination is unwavering, our spirit unbreakable. We will expose the agency's crimes, hold them accountable for their actions, and create a world where freedom reigns supreme. This is our mission, our duty, and our promise to future generations.